Hey friends, I don't typically normally do a video about this topic, okay? So, and I don't know a lot about it. So you have to take this with a complete grain of salt. And I'm just trying to work through this. And I don't want to focus on this too much because it's very negative, okay? Right off the bat, this is kind of a, we don't focus on the dark. We focus on the love and light because that's how they get energies from us, by focusing on the dark. But I'm just trying to kind of understand the dark side a little bit, how to recognize it, and maybe turn it into light or goodness, right? So this is actually about Ted Bundy, when the serial killer, that he was in Colorado. Now there's been a Mandela effect around that because I had that in another video. It's changed a lot, and he's even escaped 3 times, and that never happened in my reality and timeline. So, but anyway, so I hope this is not blasphemy to our God or Creator, or angels or Lord or anybody else on the other side. I apologize if it is. Stop this video now, and or delete it so I can't upload it to YouTube. Stop it from me to upload YouTube. And I don't want to impact other brothers and sisters here by having some kind of negativity, because we want to create more negativity. Sorry, I can't talk. More negativity. Why don't I can't talk? I got a tongue twister. More negativity when it's already kind of a saddened world, right? So let's try to be focused on positive on these things. But I just want to share this because I was kind of curious. And I'm always curious about trying to understand things, but you don't want to understand everything, because I do not want to understand hate, evil, and darkness. I do not. I just want to understand how to recognize it and see it. But then I don't want to see it because I just want to see beauty and joy, and all of my perspectives. Okay. But anyway, I want to do this video real quick. So I apologize, the rambling here. So I'm going to get going here on this. Now remember, I do not know. I'm just trying to use the best I know. Okay. So this thing about Ted Bundy. Well, actually, many people that might have some issues. Okay, I want to be staying in the positive light here and not get too negative. But people that might be, I'm gonna have to go a little bit dark into this. But people who have been demonically possessed or evil or have hate, and the demons taking them over. Okay, I have actually witnessed this myself, where I've seen, and I don't want to mention names in this places that much because I've moved on. There's some videos I have on this stuff. I have seen firsthand people's eyes turn from bright sky blue to dark brown, almost black, right in front of my eyes. I've seen it in courtrooms. I've seen it a couple of things in other places. I've had other people describe it to me, that the brothers and sisters, that they've actually seen fire in people's eyes. I had one individual tell me that one of his father-in-laws, before they get married, that had fire in his eyes, like a blazing fire, when he got angry for some reason. Okay. Now, I never really paid attention to eyes and morality, so I don't know if this is even a new reality, because it's kind of bizarre. We never talked about this moral reality, other than when I was going through college at Maine State College. We had a psychiatrist who. Now, I'll do a little quick brief on this, because you're like, well, I don't want to hear this whole. That's why people won't watch my videos, because it talks too long. But anyway, so the head psychiatrist who when I was going to college, we're in class with 25 of us. And he told me he was not into spiritual stuff. He was not into this. He was no spirituality. He's more of just a down-to-earth, grounded psychiatrist. Well, anyway, he was telling us that there was a lady in Montrose, Colorado, that had come into the hospital, and one of his buddies called on the phone one night and said, "Oh, you got to come down and see this." He goes, "What?" He goes, "Man, you would not believe this. This lady's eyes have changed colors constantly." He goes, "What?" "Oh, yeah, right." He's laughing. He's, "Oh, bull crap." He said, thought he was pulling away. He goes, no. He goes, "You got to come down here and see what you think, and see if we can help her or something." He goes, "Yeah, all right." He goes, "Okay, well, whatever." He said, I drove down there, and he said I get there about 15 minutes later, and he goes, I go into her room, and he goes, "Oh my goodness." He said, I started talking to her, and her eyes would go from blue to like brown to light green and then to black. He said it was matching different personalities and characters that she was having. She had multiple personality disorder. And he said that her eye colors would change to each multi-personality disorder. Okay, so what we believe is actually that multi-personality disorders can be, I don't know, I'm not a psychiatrist or even in the spiritual stuff in this one. My understanding is that they're different possessions, different types of demons or possessions taking that individual over, okay? And sometimes people have multiple of them. So I don't want to go into that deal too, because I'm not really into that type of stuff, and that's not a lot of things that I know about. I have seen... I met a lady in Denver, Colorado, that she had, I think it was like 52 different personalities, and I actually interacted with them even, and it was amazing how quickly it switched from one to the other, right? So sometimes they can change their voices and stuff like that. And this lady, she could actually hear like a boy and a little girl and stuff like that, so somewhat, right? Well, anyway, so it's usually caused by trauma, though. So don't insult the person, just judge. See, all this stuff right here, do not judge it. Even because I'm gonna have some stuff about Ted Bundy, and I don't want you to judge it whatsoever because we don't know what his situation was. I think that he actually had some good interviews at the end where I think he apologized and he may have found the Father Lord. So I'm just using this as, and I apologize to even Ted Bundy if he's around and outside or whatever, that we have to use this as a good tool to, there's going to be pause in the end that Father Lord, myself, and others are trying to make sure that we leave this in a positive light. And I don't know how to say it, but the usage of maybe us being able to recognize how to help a person by their eyesight, or their, that we can help that individual or somebody else can. Okay, so so here's the thing is, like I said, I've been in courtrooms and seen eye scenes right in front of me, and other people have too, and witnessed to next to me, because I thought it was just me, but no other people in crowds have seen this, right? So it's a real thing. It really does exist. Like I said, so anyway, I'm gonna get moving on this. Try to bring this up real quick. Now, see, here's the thing is that okay, here is a photograph of Ted Bundy, right? This one younger. This one, now I should have about one side by side. Oh, there it is, side by side. Okay, there's him side by side. Older and younger, right? Now, no offense to Ted Bundy, I can tell in the right photo, already looking at the glazed stare, that there might be some issues with him. I can see the way the mouth is, because I have discernment, and I bet you do too. We don't judge it by people's looks, so see, there's the problem. But I can tell by looking at his face and the way he's staring, and I can tell right away it's somebody that's a little bit, I don't want to say, I'm going to have to use this, just insane, okay? He is mentally insane by looking at him. I mean, I can tell right off the bat, right? I can see it in those eyes, all right? Now, that's what I'm going to get at right here. That they say that the eyes are the windows to the soul. Now, that's how I came up with actually want to look at this. I thought, well, that is the window to the soul. Then I wonder if we can look at the eyes are somehow to determine. Now, sometimes you just get a general, long perspective look. You can tell already it's kind of, no offense to him. You can tell it's kind of crazy, get up close to that. And you can tell that it's kind of, whoa, wait a minute, what's, a little bit bizarre, kind of a blank stare, kind of just dazed off. So, unfortunately, he may have been demonically possessed. Now, here's what's interesting about this. They said even as a child, around 3 years of age, 3 and 4, that some of the people in the house said he was just born evil, because he would just. And I've heard this. Now, I think everybody's born in perfection, so I don't know about that. I think everybody's born with love and this, and by God in perfection. But they said, so maybe something happened between his 3 and 4. I don't know. He did have his dad. I can't remember the story. He was his dad. I can't remember what happened to his dad. Well, something happened to his dad, and then his mother was the only one left around or something to take care of him. So we don't know these things, right? And it could be from a genetic thing, because we know that a genetic soul thing as well. That sometimes you got to break that. The curse on a family. Curses tend to be real, I understand. So you got to break that curse. And also there can be genetic disorders that predispose you to, like maybe chemical imbalances, sociopath, and these other things, right? I just don't know the details, so I'm not going to talk about that much. I'm just talking about from my perspective. If you have anything to add, just please add it to it, okay? I'm talking fast because I don't want this to make too long, and everybody's getting it moving. Okay, oops, there we go. What happened? Let's see here. Oh, there we go. So anyway, so if you go in here, and I go like this. Now, see, what's kind of interesting about this, it's kind of like the Blade Runner, where they actually look into people's eyes to determine if they're artificial or not, a clone. I bet you, if clones exist, I don't know if they do. I just hear these things, but I've never really met a clone and don't know a clone, but and how would I know, right? So, but they said, they had that. So that's kind of describing the situation today that I don't know what that means. There is a possibility you could actually use technology to measure whether someone's a clone or not, or whether they have a demonic possession or not, by psychiatry, right, or optometry. It'd be crazy. And I never talk to an optometrist about this. They probably think I lose my mind and call the paddy wagon immediately. But this. Okay, so I mean, this is the true thing that you could. If I had somebody in front of me, I could use this as a tool to help them to say, because in this photo, it doesn't really look like he's insane, does it? I'd say, well, he's, not, he's not movement behavior, see movement. That one I can tell right there, right? This one is, I can tell a big, right? Look at this guy. Which one would you rather meet in a dark alley? Right? This guy or this guy? But even this guy, I'm going to show you this. So you zoom in, And okay, right here, I'm gonna have to get my pencil out, and I'm trying to get where you can see this. I'll try to zoom in out. So I'm gonna show you the area. I'm looking at right in here, right there, and that's the best thing about it. But see, if you go in there, right in there, you'll see kind of like a head, right? And I think that's like a demonic possession type head, where, you know, like they said, the eyes are the windows of the soul, you know. And I think it's called cornea, which also be the crown, a crown to your soul, or maybe, I don't know, I'm just throwing it out there, just thinking about it. All right, so I'm going to take that off, and see, go here, back in here. So see, you know, you can see it more in there now. It gets really blurry, I apologize. You can see it right in there. You actually see some stuff on the left, too, you can see it facing the side, okay? So if you look here, there is like a head, and see, there's two eyes, like, oh, that's way off on that. Let's undo that. You'll see an eye there, and the contact. Okay, sorry, that's terrible. I'm trying to use my finger. It's hard, okay? Well, anyway, I hope you can see it. And then there's a head in there, see? And it's kind of looking in, and it kind of looks like a body of something in there, like I don't know, like somebody laying down. See, like I'm sorry. Oh my gosh, I should have had something to draw better. If you go in here, you can actually see like a body, like a head laying down too, but this can definitely see the head right in here. And then in here, you'll see like a head in here, okay? That's how I kind of wrote over it. See, like that? Now, I don't know what that means. Now, what I think it does mean is that you know, I've seen other eyes, and I'm not trying to judge people. Like I said, like him, I've seen other eyes that have done a look at him, and I'll see beautiful things like a cute puppy dog, which is like God in reverse dog, and things like that. You know, just really beautiful things, right? Versus a demon or something. I think it's like a demon's got him over in his eyes. Right here, it's already a demon there, ready to manifest, because you shouldn't see heads and faces like this that I know of. But like I said, I'm new to this, and I don't know what this means, or, you know, if it means, you know, what. Oh my gosh, what's happening here? Okay, I don't know what's going on here. Let's see. Oh, I don't know. There we go. Oh, there you go. So I don't know. I'm gonna zoom in here a little bit more so you can see this. Yeah, it looks like this is weird. I don't know what to make of this. It's kind of like this thing right here. It's got like a leg there, you know, sticking out like a lamb, and then it's got a head like here, looking back at us with the like mouth and eye, and like a hat or something. I don't know. See, hat tends to be like, you know, evil or something like that. You know, hatters. Anybody just wearing a hat, you know, the Mad Hatter. You know what I mean? So it's like a Mad Hatter thing. But I can't really tell. I mean, just trying to take my best guess on this. Yeah, it looks like a hat. See. Looks like a hat up here wearing on some kind of head thing and some kind of legs, like, you know, I don't want to say like goat or something. I don't want to get that deep, because I don't know, because my goat's supposed to be there. You can definitely see another head like in here, right here, right? Okay, see that? Okay, I'm gonna go to the other eye. Okay, so that'd be your right eye. That'd be like, you know, the Illuminati that say, you know, that's your, you know. I'm gonna zoom in here. I'm gonna try to zoom out a little bit too, to slowly. Oops, sorry, zooming out. There you go. So you can see that. So anyway, you can look at some photos. I'm just trying to give you the basic idea. You know what I mean? I'm not here to diagnose it. Okay, right off the bat here on the right eye. So that was the left eye. So the left eye would be like your, you know, your spiritual stuff, the whole Illuminati thing, the eye of, if it's knocked out, it's, you know, you're evil, you know, all these other things, right? So like I said, so that is, I actually see something that's white at his eyes too. Are you kidding me? Over here. Well, I have to talk. What is that? It's not a white at his eye. That is crazy. I'll start with that, I guess. Look at this. Look here, right in here. See a white eye. You got an eye here and an eye here, and some like coming out of the mouth in here like this, and some kind of head, and somebody over here even. What is this? I never looked at the white of eyes. Never thought about that. The white of eyes, that'd be like a slate, something to be able to draw on or something. I guess, I don't know. And I said there. You see. Let's see. You can see it. You can clear like say like. Let's see right in here. You can see like some like two eyes, and see it's two eyes and a nose and kind of like this head hanging back. Well, anyway, I don't know, right? And like I said, I hate doing this because I don't want to insult him as well. Because I'm looking at my eyes. Hey man, look at his eyes. But you know what? It's okay, because we're trying to make this a positive. I'm sure that, like I said, if God or anything, if I'm insulting him, or if, you know, any causing problems, just, you know, I want this thing. I want to, and they'll stop it. They've done it before. They'll stop me from posting this if they need to, right? Okay, so you know, there you go. I'm going here. So I do hope that Ted Bundy did find some peace with the Father and Lord, and things like that. Oh my gosh, there's a head turned sideways. Okay, so right in there, see there? right in here. You can see it right off the bat. You got like this blackish hair and nose and two eyes right in there. Sorry, it's just terrible. It's just hard to do with the finger. You can see it right in here, right? So let me see this. See, like there. Okay. And I tried to see what else. I saw something else when you turn it. Yeah, you got these two heads turned. I don't know how to, I can't rotate. Can I rotate this? Well, I can't rotate it. But anyway, so you go here. You'll see a head. You'll see somebody there and somebody in there, even on the left there. Okay. So anyway, you'll see like their head. Okay, I'm trying to explain this because I'll turn and rotate around the eye of the right in here. You'll see a head. Oh, this one's like this. This one right here. I'm sorry. Oh my God, that's terrible. It's like you guys are like, what? His drawing is terrible. Right here. See, I'm gonna draw it on the side to show it. Look, so you got like two eyes there. I'm trying to wrap it, and you got a nose, and then you got this head like coming like this. Okay, and it's right there. Okay, see that? So I'm gonna clear that out. Okay. Now, so like I said, I don't know much about this, but I would assume, because I haven't seen that, like that if you have some kind of apparition in there in the eyes, that I would assume that that is like a demonic possession or something, right? I'm gonna try to zoom in there. It's real. Okay, now you can see it's really blurry, but you see three heads in there. See on here, there, and there, right? Oh, and then the one up there, actually there, it was split there even, like four. Okay, see that? Okay, so I'm gonna back up real slowly so you can see this, and then anyway. I'm also studying orbs though, so I actually learned a lot of orbs. This is going to be a really positive thing, to be honest. There you go. So I'm pulling back. I saw something really positive. Okay, so anyway, that's about it. I may do one up later in here. Now see the mark of the beast. Now this is what concerns me. You can see right in the forehead. Now this is what you can see right here. This is concerning here because this is kind of, no, I'm not trying to judge the scheme. I don't know if you see this. I'm trying to pull it back to where it's perspective. Now don't go and look at people's foreheads. My gosh. I mean, I don't want to go deep in this because, you know, it's like, you know, but in here you can see this right in there. You have an eye. It's kind of a reddish tint and some like hair sticking out, hair coming down. It's kind of like evil looking. Now, I'm not saying that's a mark of the beast. This now, I'm just kind of been noticing it. I just noticed it right there. And I wish I could tint it. See if I pull back. But you know what's weird about this? I have seen what's crazy. That's true. That right in there, I have seen people have bruise marks, you know, from like illnesses. I've actually seen form shapes like a bruise mark. You know, I can't remember. This lady, you know, she was a great lady. See, that's the problem. It might be just part of your body where it's injured. Because I saw a lady who had this bruise mark on her leg, and it made this perfect shape of like this really weird like creature. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I was like, what in the heck is that? I saw her when it was at one of the festivals or something. I saw her leg, and I know I wasn't trying to judge it. I'm like, God, what is that? It had like this creature, you know, like a tail and eyes and everything. I said, what is that? A bruise mark? And it was like making a formation. So I mean, it's possible that when you get injured or having some kind of negative, something negative happen to your body, that it can actually manifest itself on your body. You know, I don't know. See, because you know we know that bruises, but you know it depends on the size of the thing. It just blew my mind. So I don't know what that means, and I don't know if a physician could elaborate on that or not, or you know, I don't know if anybody, because I mean I've worked with computers in the medical field, but never. You know, not as a physician, but this is something that could have been used in the medical field to help people. Maybe, you know, they could have said, hey, you know, I mean, we wouldn't know how you. I mean, see, that's the problem. Bring up somebody's, you know, hey, are you mental because your eyes say this? I mean, see, that'd be horrifying, right? So I know how you'd approach that. You know what I mean? I know how you'd help somebody if you saw physically, other than, but you know, you can, you know, you don't want to judge somebody that looks. I mean, it's skin deep, right? You don't judge a soul by the way they look. I mean, you don't judge. You know, we don't judge by color. We don't judge by size. We don't, you know, I don't say what we consider ugly or beauty. Beauty's in the soul and the heart. But anyway, so I'm sure there's a lot here to the eyes of the window of the soul. And we do see it come back. Oh, that's what I'm going to tell you real quick. I'm going to show you this. People actually, this is actually a known thing about this. Look at this. Right here, I had this right here. It says, why would Ted, because they did. It's actually, I guess it's documented. Why would Ted Bundy's blue eyes appear black while discussing how he murdered women? Well, that's because the demon's come forward to block out his soul and try to take control to, to speak through him or over him, take over his possession. Also, that's having demons. It goes blue to black. You know, I mean, the soul has been, pushed aside. And that's why they always said, I was beside myself. We think actually that when somebody said beside myself, it's, that thing from their soul actually was beside and moved out, and the other soul, and not the other soul, the demon kind of moved in, so their soul kind of moved aside, and they got taken over, right? But you'll be fine. Don't feel these things. Don't say, "Oh my gosh, I'm getting demonic possessed." No, 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 you're not. Come on, just stay with the love of the Father, Lord, and this and that, and don't fear, and you'll be fine. And have a good, good soul. They can't do it to you. If they do, say a quick prayer and just ignore them, because that's what I learned. Just ignore them, or make it say thank you for tickling me. If they actually, if they do, or I said somebody said I don't want to manifest these people getting thoughts, but I've talked to people as they got they're attacking my leg, and just say, oh, thank you, because they cannot stand it. The demon can't stand it when you actually, hey, thank you for massaging my foot. See, turn everything from a negative to positive. Even pain is hard, because like even women who given childbirth, it's got to be painful, but they got to turn that pain into just that feeling good, and boy, I'm bringing a child in from and love and all this other things, right? And that's part of, I've discovered that part of healing is that people can heal, I think, spiritually, but I'm not a healer. That part of it is taking that pain and turning it into pleasure and healed. I actually had that happen to me once. I had injured myself while in a canyon, and oh my gosh, I thought it was done. I was like, oh my, the mission's over. I jacked my knee. I said everything. So I did a quick prayer, with the Father, Lord, all that stuff. And when I was doing it, I envisioned taking the pain and turning it into pleasure. And boy, I went from I couldn't even walk to just, it was just a numbing sensation, just immediate. And I'm sure they helped me too. God stepped in, and Lord and angel, they all helped me heal that leg to where I could, because I thought I was gonna be down for at least a month. Oh, it was horrible, because I hurt it hard on a rock and stuff. I fell down, and it was just terrifying. But anyway, so that thing is real. Those are real things. That's why placebo effect, even that is, it's like a partial prayer to healing. I know this because the way you think, and that's why we're kind of like manifestors. I don't want this new age stuff. We're kind of like co-creators working with this, right? With our God and creator and stuff like that. Okay, we're kind of like a sub co-creator that helping to, to help these situations, right? Okay. Well, anyway, it's okay. It's not dilation of the pupils. See, there's so many answers. Not dilation of the pupils. You can still see eye color in the iris when fully dilated. The witness described the eyes of Bundy and other serial killers many instantly, with one blue eye and one brown eye turning completely black. Well, the black is the light is gone. The light of love or anything, any color, it's gone. Poof. So the darkness is in there, right? And then they're taking over, right? It's so anyway. But I don't know a lot too, and I'm just kind of guessing kind of what I think what it is and trying to get some guidance from the side. But anyway, see, it's commonly known, right? There's people who have YouTube videos on this. Anyway, sorry, that's enough. Let's stay positive though. So let's go out and do some positive. This is so we recognize. So that's kind of makes us holy. As we understand. No, don't understand. We recognize. But I don't understand. I can't understand some of the things that these individuals do. I don't want to understand it. I just want to recognize it. I don't want to deal with it. See, in this world is how we got to stay positive. See, that's how they suck our energy, by any fear, control, or sadness. So this is move on. Just look at it. Just kind of like you're, kind of just check in and see, just learning something about it, right? Okay. Thank you, Father, Lord, angels, and everybody else, and even some of the angels here on earth and flesh that are helping to make us kind of peel back the onion layers to understand. No, just have more wisdom about good and evil and things like that. All right, and God bless you, brothers and sisters, for watching this video. I appreciate it. You guys are awesome, and you ladies and gentlemen are just the best. All right, love you all. Take care.